Chris, what is our fifth main topic today?
This comes from Yelena G. Big fan of the show.
Thank you.
Today, this morning, as I'm in Europe, I saw a clip of John Krasinski on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon talking about his reunion with Steve Carell, but more importantly, about his Reed Richards cameo in Multiverse of Madness. He didn't answer any questions about being in the Fantastic Four, but at some point in the video he said, "That's why I did Fantastic Four." Now, it seems like it was part of a joke, but do you think, judging by this interview, that he's giving off "I'm actually Reed Richards but cannot say" vibes?
All right, thanks a lot for saying that in. And of course, one of the big questions that's been revolving for a long time has been, John Krasinski as Reed Richards. And then Kevin Feige decided that we want to give everybody, Sam Raimi said that, they said, you know what, because this is multiverse, we can give them that, which started the speculation that maybe that means he's not going to be our Reed Richards moving forward and all that kind of stuff. And I've got my own thoughts on that, which we'll talk about in a second. But ever since, especially Doctor Strange, the questions have intensified. Is John Krasinski going to be Reed Richards? And they've been very, very quiet about it. So quiet that they've been excluding Reed Richards stuff from the various promotional and marketing pieces for Doctor Strange home video when they've been highlighting all the other Illuminati, all of them, except for Reed Richards, which makes it seem like they're sitting on something. Maybe, maybe not. Now, last night, John Krasinski was on The Tonight Show. And of course, one of the very first things they talked about was him as Reed Richards. Now, this is what they said. They said this. Fallon asked, Comic-Con, they just announced all these new movies, and they announced that there's going to be a new Fantastic Four movie. Krasinski. Yes. Fallon. You're not allowed to say anything? Krasinski. Nope. Fallon. I'm not allowed to really ask you. Krasinski. That's right. Fallon. But you think? You think? Krasinski. Do you think? Fallon. Do you think? Could one think? Krasinski. Seriously. What have you heard? I need to know. Fallon. They don't tell you anything? Krasinski. They don't tell you anything. Fallon. Not until right before you're about to shoot. And Krasinski says, that's right. Now then, he goes on to talk about the fact that Fallon asked, there have been a lot of rumors that your wife, Emily Blunt, is going to be Sue Storm. How about that? And he says, do you think? And Krasinski says, Jimmy, I'm going to tell you on your show, and then he pretended he got shot.
Yeah.
He said, Marvel's got all these guys around me and blah, blah. But they went into quite a lot of detail talking about the fact that, Fantastic Four, they really talked about it a bunch. And then later, when they're talking about another movie that Krasinski is working on right now with Ryan Reynolds and Steve Carell, they started talking about maybe even being a supervillain. Says, well, that's why I did Fantastic Four. And then they kind of glossed over that and then just went on and talked with other stuff. So I, of course, because we as movie fans, boy, do we love to look for the slightest little sliver of something. We all do it. We absolutely do. But my inbox got inundated last night with, John, did Krasinski just let it slip that he's in Fantastic Four? All right. Here's my thoughts on this. I do not know, nor would I put money on it, but in basic terms, do I believe John Krasinski is going to be Reed Richards? I do. I believe that. I wouldn't put $100 on it. Like, I don't feel super confident about it. But if you had to put me on the spot and say, John, do you believe basically that he's going to be Reed Richards? I do. The fact that they've been like hiding all the Reed Richards stuff when all the other Illuminati are there, the fact that they made no casting announcements or anything, even though this movie is supposed to come out, I believe, at the beginning of 2024 or in the first half of 2024, like they've made no announcements. And my belief that at D23, whereas Marvel held back most of the big, they released some great stuff at Comic-Con, but they held back the big bombs. Other than Kang Dynasty, that was the one big bomb they gave. But I believe at D23, they're going to drop bombs. And I think maybe the biggest one of them all is Kevin Feige said, we've got the cast of Fantastic Four playing Ben Grimm, whoever, playing Johnny Storm, whoever, playing Reed Richards, John Krasinski, and everybody loses their minds. So is that what happened at the Tonight Show last night? Did John Krasinski actually reveal that that's happening? Well, I would say this. I'd say, I think it is a little telling that they're specifically talking about it and he's saying, I can't say anything. I mean, if he's just simply not a part of it, why not just say, I'm not in it. And then we can all go, we don't believe you. But still, why not just at least say, no, I'm not in it? The fact says, nope, I can't say anything. The fact that he's even joking that the Marvel people are still watching him, all that kind of stuff. Why keep it a secret that you're not in it? That doesn't prove anything. It's just an interesting question that pops in my mind. If you're not in it, why keep it a secret? At any rate, the Fantastic Four name drop. I think it was just a brain glitch, really. I think what he clearly meant to say was, that's why I did Doctor Strange. I think that's what he meant to say. But I will say, it is interesting that maybe it was a bit of a Freudian slip, but also when he said Fantastic Four, why not instantly go, guys, sorry, I meant Doctor Strange. Instead, their approach was, just keep going. Just keep going. Don't draw attention to the fact that I just, again, look, did last night definitively say that John Krasinski is clearly just let it slip that he's going to be in Fantastic Four? No, it did not. But was there enough there that I still believe he will be? I do. Again, D23 comes and they announce somebody else as Reed Richards. I'm not going to fall out of my chair. I'm not going to be, oh my gosh, I'm stunned it's not him. I'm not going to do that. But I still kind of believe. Anyway, Chris, you watched the Fallon footage. Mm-hmm. You saw the interaction, all that kind of stuff. First of all, how great is John Krasinski? But
love him.
What do you think? Did his performance on the Tonight Show last night make you believe more that he's going to be Reed Richards, less that he's going to be Reed Richards, nothing at all? What did you think?
Well, John, as I've said many times when it comes to the MCU, I trust and love no one. And if it looks like a Garfield, walks like a Garfield, and talks like a Garfield, I think you're pulling an Andrew Garfield on me.
Right.
I think you're being a little sneaky mother effer. So I do think that he is in this. I think that it was probably a little whoopsie doodle moment of, and that's why I was Reed Richards, is what was meant to come out. If he had been on Colbert, Steven would have been like, wait, let's back that up. What did you just say to me? Do you want to? Mm-hmm. But I do think that he is going to be Reed Richards. Now, will that change how excited I am about the Fantastic Four film? No. Whoever they cast as Reed Richards, I believe, will be a great Reed Richards.
Absolutely.
No matter who it is or what variant it is. Fan casting has had Roel Cowley from Midnight Mass and from iZombie, who I think would be an excellent Reed Richards. There's a ton of other actors who could do it. But it feels like it's going to be this guy right here.
Hey guys, we want to take a second and thank the sponsor of this video, BetterHelp. You know, in the age of social media, you might think that everybody's life except yours is perfect because everybody always posts the best memories, the most glamorous shots. But you and I both know that's not how life is. We get pitched some serious curveballs, and sometimes it seems like a lot of them. And you know, we always encourage each other to get out there and to get into better physical health, going to the gym and eating right. But it's about time we started paying more attention to our mental health as well. And that's where our friends at BetterHelp come in. Because see, BetterHelp is not a crisis line. It's not self-help. It is professional therapy done securely online, available to people worldwide. You can log onto your account anytime and send private messages to your therapist, or you can schedule weekly or phone-only sessions if you're one of those people that's not really comfortable being on camera. And getting therapy every week is as easy as just a few clicks on your laptop or phone. It is time to invest in your own mental health, and BetterHelp is a great way to invest in yourself. And right now, they have a special offer for all of the John Campea Show listeners to get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/Campea. That's 10% off your first month of online therapy at betterhelp.com/Campea. Aaron, you saw this stuff. You're hearing all this stuff. Did anything that happened last night move the needle for you about he's not going to be it, he is going to be it, or you still just don't care?
Well, first of all, he's it. I mean, I don't have any inside information. I know nothing. But again, as you were saying, if it's not him, we've seen when actors go, listen, I love all the talk. It would be awesome if it were me. I promise you, I'm not doing it. They just shut it down. Number one, because they don't want they want to talk about something that they are doing. And John Krasinski has enough things to promote in his illustrious career that he doesn't need to promote something that he's not getting paid for. Number one, he doesn't need to add to that speculation. Number two, every time he kind of goes, I don't know, and is kind of cheeky, whoever the actor who is playing Reed Richards is like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Why are you getting people to continue?
Why are you continue to string people along? This is just going to make them disappointed when they announce me.
Exactly. So I think that, like, as you know, just as out of actor courtesy, he's not doing. Now, if they were still like not sure if he was maybe in the top 3, if they were still in the casting process, he might be cheeky about it because he would want to get some, public momentum and show Marvel, hey, people really want to see me as Reed Richards. But the casting is done. Like, someone is already Reed Richards. And if it's not John Krasinski, he would be a massive Richard, if you know what that means, to try to insinuate that he were. And we all know that he's like the nicest guy in Hollywood. Now, as far as whether or not that was a slip, my idea 3 minutes ago was no, John Krasinski is a seasoned veteran. He does not make slips in interviews. And then I went to YouTube to try to look at the clip. Video unavailable. Oops. NBC's pulled that little clip from Jimmy Fallon. It's not available.
Really?
I'm sure it's available somewhere, but the first one that pops up, John Krasinski teases his return to Mr. Fantastic in the MCU and Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, video unavailable.
Wow.
So,
I mean, that could just be a copyright thing.
Right.
Unless the YouTube channel itself was NBC and their YouTube channel says anyway.
But that kind of makes me go, maybe it was a little slip of the tongue and they're trying to pull it back. The bottom line is I agree with what you're saying. I think that
Chris looks amazed.
What
happened?
Just happened? What?
Sorry.
It looks like your brain just broke.
Yeah, because Jason Frost in the chat was like, hey, Chris, what if they made Krasinski Dr. Doom? And then I had an aneurysm.
Wait. Hold up.
I'm so sorry I interrupted you with my
No, because that is actually a game-changing moment. Because
that would be fascinating.
And that's the thing.
I don't think they're doing that, but oh my God, that would be fascinating.
But that's the thing is, it's like,
Doom is
I can't say anything because
Doom is in the Avengers. Bring back up the list.
Yeah.
Add Dr. Doom in the Avengers.
So yes, I think that all will be revealed at D23, but I think that this is just a lot of Marvel foreplay, and that way we can all have, the big O at D23 when he comes out on stage.
When they give us the read.
When they finally
Yeah. Oh my.
Can I just
I'm
say,
not touching
Aaron,
that.
When you said he's total Richard, it reminded me of my friend's old punk band called William the Richard Head.
Richard.
I love that.
All right, guys. Question is for you. Did you have a chance to see that footage of Krasinski on Fallon last night? Did any of that move the needle for you? Maybe it's like, what I saw? It made me less believe that he's going to be Reed Richards. Or maybe it made you more believe it. Or maybe it didn't do anything. Maybe he's Dr. Doom. Whatever you guys think about it, jump down to the comment section below and leave those thoughts there.